Hello friends, this is Ilona V from Blissionaires.com. I've noticed that there are some commonalities and traits that successful people share in general. And then again, there are some commonalities and habits and traits that unsuccessful people share. And I want to talk about this because there are a lot of examples that I'm going to give to you. And the benefit that you get is you can use this as a checklist. Do you have these traits from either side? From the so-called successful people's side, or then from the unsuccessful people's side? And you can think about your own traits, which traits you would like to cultivate and which ones you would love to get rid of as soon as possible. So let's start with the first example. So unsuccessful people often gather a lot of data. They gather a lot of information from various sources. But the thing is that information is completely useless unless you put it into action. And here, successful people and people who will eventually reach their own definition of success, yes, they do gather data, but it's for the purpose of utilizing that data and putting it into action. You have to keep in mind that the world is full of information, and all of that information will be absolutely useless unless you put it into action. The second thing I want to mention is what I've noticed, that unsuccessful and unhappy people often think that they know it all. The pitfall with thinking this way of thinking is when you think that you know it all, there's no space for you to learn more. If you think you know it all, chances are that you don't want to hear from other people about their opinions, about their point of views, which you could find helpful if you just wanted to open your mind and listen to other people's experiences and other people's advice. So don't be the besserwisser or the person who truly thinks that they have reached the level of being the smartest person in the room. Because if you are the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. You need to get around people whom you can learn from. So keep an open mind and don't think that you already know it all. Unsuccessful often fear change. This is a big one because most of us do fear change. It's nice to keep comfortable, but there is no growth within your comfort zone ever. Everything that you want is outside of your comfort zone, and you have to get out into the world and go get those things. And you have to let go of fearing change, things changing in your life. Will Smith put it very well when he said that he goes and attacks his fears. So when he takes that offensive stance, there's no time to think about your fears. Because when you take action and you go past your comfort zone, you actually forget about those fears eventually, and things will get better. Let's see. There are plenty of these traits on both sides of both camps, should I say. And being angry, holding grudges is something that you should consider keeping grudges as a toxic poison within a barrel. And these toxic poisons will eventually corrode that barrel. If you're keeping, disappointments inside of you, or keeping negative feelings inside of you, and thinking badly about others, the person who is going to take the biggest hit and the most harm out of that is most likely you. It will affect how people see you, because people can sense your your attitude and your energy even. So it's best to try and learn how to let go of those feelings. We're all human. Everybody makes mistakes. And holding a grudge, one good way is to distance yourself from the person or people who you are angry at or who you resent. And it's simply not worth it to hold a grudge or to keep being angry for elongated periods of time. And obviously the flip side of the coin here is when you get let go, you basically you should consider yourself joining the camp of a person who with a success mindset. Don't waste your energy on holding any grudges or being angry. It does not serve a purpose in your life at all. Many of you, probably everybody knows about to-do lists. And then there are not to-do lists, which I personally find very helpful. So simply listing things which you should avoid that take a lot of your time and energy. And besides that, there are also to-be lists. I try to review my own to-be list as often as possible, several times a week. And this is a list of the qualities and the characteristics that I want to show and display to myself and also to the outside world. And keeping this list and reviewing it is a powerful tool for you to take constant steps to the direction of your dreams. Now, the next one and the last one that I'm going to share with you this time is read every day. Learn something every single day. This is a huge factor between those who consider themselves a success in life and those who feel unfulfilled. Keep learning, keep reading. The world is full of absolutely fantastic books, and as I mentioned in the very beginning, always keep on implementing what you have learned. You can learn about other people's mistakes, other people's stories, basically all of the problems that you're facing in your life right now. Somebody else has already lived through those problems. And what you have to simply do is to find the people or the books, the videos where these issues are, or the online threads where these issues are being discussed, and start making your way out of your problems. I promise you that your problems are, as Marie Forleo says, figure-outable. Hey, thank you ever so much for listening and watching. I will continue with this topic the next time because there's a lot of these characteristics to talk about, and these truly make a huge difference in one life when they are applied. Until the next time, take care. Bye-bye.